There's so much you can do with biceps, it gets kind of overwhelming sometimes to choose exercises. So what I like to do is, if I can, I'll start off with the preacher curl, usually. The second exercise that I like to try to get in is concentration curls. Concentration curls are these right here. So with these concentration curls, you essentially, you're just sitting there and you're focusing, like you're isolating your biceps, like, even more so than you already are. You're not using your leg at all to try to help you. You're just simply using it for support, right? Your leg is just there to support you. And I like to do that usually until failure. Most of and it depends on what I'm doing. If I'm trying to put on muscle, then obviously my sets will usually be the same. I try to do 4 sets of whatever exercise, whether I'm putting on mass or trying to cut, I'll do 4 sets. How many reps though, that's determinant on what it is that I'm looking to do, what goals I'm looking to attain. That's what works for me in the cutting phase. And even in the cutting phase, sometimes instead of 4 sets, I'll go 5, right? Because that means I'm really trying to focus in on something to get the cuts I'm looking for. After that, what I'll try to do is, I try to go find another machine. There is one that I use. It's, you sit down and you got the pads up here, so you put your arms on the pads, grab the handles, and then you just go like this, okay? My last one, usually I try to do a bicep exercise that gets some forearm work in, because when you work biceps, you typically do implement forearms anyway, but there are exercises that help concentrate a little bit more on forearm. Those being either the reverse bicep curls, which is where, you'll take a curl bar, right? And this is a tough one. With this one, you don't really want to go heavy because you really can injure yourself here. You can hurt yourself. You can end up injuring your wrist. Anything can happen with this one. You can do reverse bicep curls where you grab a curl bar and it's just like a bicep curl, except you're doing it in reverse. Your hands are over. Another exercise, if I'm not doing that one to help incorporate my forearms, I'm doing the hammer curls. So some of y'all may know what that is too. Here's a video of that one. So with the hammer curls, and this is one of me sitting down, but most people do hammer curls standing up. You can do either way, it works for you, whatever works for you, Some other bicep exercises I like to do, just depending on what it is I can find. Here's another one as an alternative. It's a classic move, You can stand and use a curl bar and do bicep curls, or you can also, sit down and do dumbbells, right? You just sit down and then you just slowly, lower the dumbbells and then, go ahead and curl up. These are classic exercises.